In today's class, we shall be looking at formal letter writing. So, what do we refer to as a formal letter? A formal letter, also called official or private letter, is written to companies, organizations, government offices, firms, individuals occupying position of authority. It is unlike a friendly letter, which is the informal letter. It is written to businesses, organizations, and the likes. Examples include application letter for a job, letter of recommendation, letter of apology, letter of complaint, sack letter, a query, condolences, request letter, letter of invitation, permission, and appointment, etc. Attributes of formal letter. A formal letter has the following attributes: two addresses, which are writer's address and recipient address. It uses formal tone and language since it's an official and formal letter. Does not permit use of contracted words. Contracted words like cannot, can't, cannot is used, can't cannot be used, won't, and the likes. It uses a title or topic or a heading and does not permit the use of slangs and jargons. So every word used in a formal letter must be words that are understood by everybody, and it ends with a full name and signature. Now let's move to the format of a formal letter. How should a formal letter be written that makes it different from an informal letter? The first thing is the writer's address on the right top corner, followed by the date of writing. Then we have the recipient address. When we talk about the recipient address, we do not mean that it must be the home address of the recipient. No, what we mean is the recipient address usually begins with the position. If you are writing to the head of a secondary school who happens to be the principal, the address should be what now? There should be the what? The principal, so school. So that is, it begins with the position and followed by the salutation. This salutation can take two formats. When the full name of the person to whom you are writing is known, we can have Dear Dr. Mrs. Olanrewaju, or probably we can have Dear Sir when the gender is not known. Then we can also have Dear Madam when the gender is known to be female. Then we have the topic immediately. Then there should be a space between the recipient address and salutation. Then immediately under that, there shouldn't be a space before we write what now? The topic, heading, or title. Then the letter divides into three. We have the introduction, which captions the beginning of the letter. I hereby write to apply for the position of so as advertised in the magazine of so on this, or newspaper of so on so day. So we have it like that. Then the body contains the reason for writing. Then we have the conclusion, is when we bring the letter to a close. After that, we have our subscription. The subscription can be on the right bottom, middle bottom, or on the left bottom, whichever way. There is no rule that says it must be at a particular side. So we can have it like that. Then we can also immediately after the subscription, which is usually yours faithfully, we have our signature. Then after our signature we have our full names. Then we can also write it. Don't be surprised when you have a letter written this way. We can also have the same format explained. Now we can have it this way, whereby both the writer's address and the recipient address will be written on the same side. For the sake of examination, the first format should be used, but this one is also a standard format, especially for businesses and the likes. So we can have everything on the left hand side. We have writer's address, date of writing, then we have a space in between them, then we have recipient address following the same format, we have salutation, then we have the topic, heading, or title. We now have our introduction, the body, which is the content of the letter. Then finally we have the word now, the conclusion. Then we can choose. For this format now, I decide to choose the middle button for my subscription, which will be followed by the signature and full names of the writer. Just like this, we have the subscription, signature, and the full name of the writer. So the formal letter can take any of these two formats. It's either we are writing the writer's address on the right top corner, then we have the other one on the left corner. So we can have it or the other way. Watch out for samples of formal letter.